The controversial question of closing churches to fight COVID appears to be put to rest in Kentucky. Governor Andy Beshear has signed the Churches Essential Act, guaranteeing protections for religious groups in future emergencies. But as Bodie Brooks reports, the approval is being met with surprise by the GOP. Bodie.
Yeah, Imani, House Bill 43 was the first bill ever sponsored by Representative Shane Baker. Baker was elected to the General Assembly in 2020 and got to work on the bill because of the restrictions he says were adversely affecting churches. Restrictions that came from the same person who ultimately approved the bill.
The main frustration was you had other organizations that were deemed essential, liquor stores.
At the dawn of the pandemic, Representative Shane Baker saw frustration among the faith community and wanted to balance the scales. On Tuesday, Governor Andy Beshear signed Baker's Church is Essential Act. In a series of tweets, the Kentucky GOP blasting Beshear, claiming he hopes to cover for restrictions made against churches during the pandemic, including state troopers recording license plates.
I honestly was surprised. I truthfully thought it would be easier for him to let it become law without signing it. Nevertheless, I'm glad that he has done it.
It was after that situation there in Kentucky where we had the Supreme Court address the issue and make clear where the line should be drawn when states are using their emergency powers.
Greg Chaffwin of Alliance Defending Freedom testified for the bill, modeled after similar legislation passed in at least 4 other states. In a statement, Beshear spokesperson Scotty Ellis says the bill does not eliminate the possibility of regulating religious services, but instead sets parameters and a process for doing so without a court challenge, adding the governor encouraged drive-in and virtual services that he also attended.
States have the emergency powers. They can use them, and this bill, it doesn't touch that. But what it does say is when it's using them, and when it's using them to prohibit free exercise, it violates the Constitution, and this makes sure that the states will not use those emergency powers to treat religious organizations worse than other businesses.
In addition to granting protections to churches to continue worship during an emergency, it also opens up an avenue for them to pursue a lawsuit if a church feels it has experienced discrimination by the government. Marvin, Imani.